As the Drakerion Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign is approaching to its final week, let's take a look at value of each of core pledge tiers. Which one has the best bang for your buck? First, we need to look at the base value of each components included in the different pledge tiers. Fortunately, you can order each component separately once you go to Manage Pledge. These include just a single collector booster pack or a set of 4 booster packs. Basically, each regular booster pack costs $5.25. A starter deck and a collector booster pack costs $18. It is worth noting that each booster pack contains 10 cards. Regular booster box contains 20 packs, while collector box contains 10 packs. So at the first glance, the cost per card is higher than many other TCGs on the market. However, this is not necessarily saying the value per pack is worse than the other games. Let's just look at the hypothetical general situation. Several TCGs I've played and tried to correct usually have $600 to $800 range for a complete playset, excluding foil or promo. So in a game with 4 copies are allowed in a deck, it translates to about $150 to $200 for completing 1 copy of all cards in a given set. Now, usually the total costs remain very similar across the set so long as the game retains enough demand and supply. However, what changes are the distribution of total set value amongst the card. If a set have a very dominant, high demand card, that card gets most chunk and rest of the cards in the set split remaining. Let's assume $200 is a single copy complete set cost. There are 200 cards in a set. If a given set in a given game has 2 tier 1 cards and each are valued at $50, the remaining $100 will be spread amongst the rest. Amongst those, there are 2 second tier cards with each costing $25. Then 2 third tier cards valued at $10. In this situation, remaining 194 cards will have 15 cents value. Since 97% of the cards in a given set are 15 cents, when you open a single pack, most likely you end up getting full of 15 cents cards. So opening a pack containing 16 of those cards, you get 16 times 15 cents equals $2.40 worth of content. In a different set or perhaps different game, no tier 1 or tier 2, but there were 12 tier 3 cards. So overall, twice more high price cards than the first example, but no cards that are tier 1 or 2. In this situation, remaining 188 cards gets 43 cents value. Even if you have only 10 cards per pack rather than 16, you actually get $4.30 per pack on average. Now, this is just a hypothetical example. In reality, there are tier 4, tier 5 cards, and lowest value cards really don't get any real values. These hypothetical cases exemplify how pack size doesn't necessarily translate to actual value loss. Having said that, I honestly do not know if Drakerion TCG will necessarily be fitting specifically to the second case. We just don't know this game will have compatible $200 total set value to begin with. But I think developers intend on making every card relevant, not creating super high rarity cards, make it more closer to the latter case than the former. They are trying to spread value of a set amongst more number of cards than the making 1 or 2 super expensive cards. Assuming base components of each Kickstarter pledge tiers are fair in value, let's see how each tier compares. This table summarizes all the pledge tiers that I think relevant to majority of us. Currently, stretch goals have added 2 Kickstarter exclusive alternative art promo cards to Amethyst and app. So I've included those numbers here. Other than Quartz and Latimer, others have around compatible 10% saving. However, this table has a major flaw in assumption. That is, I did not put any monetary value to alternative art promo because they do not have a defined value. Obviously, that's an incorrect assumption. If anything, these cards are likely to be one of the most valuable cards from the Kickstarter. Nobody knows how much they will worth, as that will be completely dependent on how popular this game becomes. But I think it is safe to assume it will have a value at minimum equivalent to a single regular booster pack. Those packs cost $5.25. So let's see how the table changes with this assumption. Now, other than just a single starter pack purchase quotes tier, everything else starts to look better. I think assuming alternative art to cost equivalent of single regular booster pack is still an underestimate though. Depending on the actual content of collector booster, which we do not know at the time of this recording, so this could potentially be an over or perhaps still underestimate, but let's assume alternative art cards are worth as much as single collector pack, which is priced at $18. Now we are getting into a really good deal. Even what initially appeared near no discount Latimer tier is now the second best saving by percentage. In summary, if you are after the value, I think you can't go wrong with any tier Amethyst and above. Thanks for the Kickstarter exclusive alternative art promo with stretch goals. Although percentage saving may appear less, higher the tier you go, you are definitely getting more value. These value estimates can go up and down depending on how successful the game becomes. If the game becomes popular enough, then people may be looking at Kickstarter edition as the rarest print and might be paying premium for all cards, including regular rares and perhaps lower rarity cards. However, there's of course the other side of ending. If nobody plays and no demand, then even the rarest promo may have no monetary value. But of course, the real value of a hobby game comes from how much you enjoy this game, whether collecting, playing, or thinking about it. Thank you for watching.